Hi guys, welcome to already the last episode of Curtain Calls behind the scenes at Bimhuis Amsterdam with Jazz Orchestra of the Concertgebouw. We've talked a lot about this McNeely project and what it means to the band, what it means to do something so significant after such a long time. But what does it mean to have a virtual artist in residence in COVID times when someone composes and arranges music for you that is deeply personal while you're not even in the same room or on the same continent? Let's talk about that. Let's explore. And after that, we'll explore this beautiful library of music here at Bimhuis. Let's go. One of my favorite things about being backstage are casual run-ins. And here he is, Jan van Duikeren, trumpet player for Jazz Orchestra of the Concertgebouw. Let's talk music and streaming and everything else. Hey Jan.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. Hey, so you played a concert here at Bimhuis tonight?
Yeah.
How was it?
Somehow we're getting used to it, to empty halls and recording stuff and emptiness. And but anyway, it's always a pleasure to see all the people of the band and to play it actually. Yeah. So we had a great time, and we had also a great time musically. Yeah. To play to be able to play the music of Jim McNeely, which we do with big love.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that because from what I understand, it's a team effort, isn't it? It's a joint decision to play this music and then to start this project.
Yes, I think there's multiple reasons to explain. One of them is we go back long, we go way back, and we always enjoy to play together, and there's a lot of fantastic soloists in the band, so it's always a pleasure to listen to anyone playing. And besides, for us musically, it's quite a challenge to play the music of Jim McNeely, and we all like that challenge, and we all like his music. So it's a team effort, but it's also a general interest. They asked me to be one of their trumpet players. I think in 1999. That was one of the. I can remember a concert with Roy Hargrove in '99. So about that time it started until now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yes, more than I was thinking, you know. Sometimes you tell about a concert and it feels like recent and it's already, then you think, oh, okay, are we together that long?
Well, except for last year, we're ignoring last year. Last year doesn't count.
That's one of the strange things, you know. As soon as you see each other and start playing again, it's like it never happened.
It's like you never took a break, you mean?
No, it's just you just get in and you ask how are you and you just enjoy the music as always. I was expecting more difficulties or strange behavior or so or strange feelings, but the only strange feeling I have is with all these live streams nowadays. Yeah. You do a rehearsal and then you play for no one, and it's very important because everything is recorded. So the thing I'm looking forward to most is to just play live without recording and take even more risks.
But you know, from you know what it looks like, we'll have live music in front of an audience again in a few months.
Of course. Yeah, it just takes some time, but it will be, you know, it always has been that way. And we're facing some strange times and some rare difficulties. But I think in the end, there will be lots of new music and new inspiration. So it's also good for something.
been to in quite a while, actually, the Bimhuis Cafe. Normally, I'd walk into the bar before or after a gig to celebrate a great show with a beer or maybe two in good company. But I'm not here by myself today either, because I'm here with trumpet player Ruud Breuls to talk about what it's like to play with the Jazz Orchestra of the Concertgebouw. Ruud, hello.
Hi.
How great to see you.
Nice, thank you. Likewise.
So, you're the trumpet player for the Jazz Orchestra. Are you the only soloist? Or?
No, Jan van Duikeren is on the other side. That's the other trumpet soloist of the 4 trumpet players. So we have basically two trumpet soloists.
You and him?
Yeah.
So what does that mean, to divide all the work of one instrument among 4 people?
Yeah, actually, you know, we have both different colors, so it's always nice to hear us both on a concert or on a project. And that's the nice thing about a big band. You hear so many flavors and so many approaches on the same instrument or on different instruments.
Is that a matter of personality or training or both?
I think it's a personality thing. I mean, if it's right, you have this beautiful ensemble that you play together, and you know, you look for each other in the ensemble playing. But once the solo comes, the individual player steps forward and says and tells his story on a composition or a song.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a little bit different this time because, you know, we're at this beautiful club here in Amsterdam, but there's no audience this time. Is that significantly, like, is that different to you? Does it feel different? What's it like to play a live stream concert?
Actually, you miss that atmosphere of people. You miss the contact, and it's kind of now for a year. I do it for a year, you know, and through that year, especially the last half year, there are so many live streams happening. So it's almost, you get used to live streams nowadays. But you miss the actual people, you miss the audience, because there is of course an interaction with people. If you play, you feel their souls, and the soul. In this case, the soul is on the other side of the screen. So yeah. that is you have to imagine playing for the souls on the other side of the screen, I think.
So you feel a little bit less connected?
Yeah, but it's kind of making a television show, kind of, you know, I think. Yeah, you know, if you have this, you know, you have a nice television show and you're gonna absolutely act, and it's a bit like that. And of course the music first, so you absolutely play the music. You want to play the music as beautiful as you can. So in that sense, it's kind of you're recording almost a CD with a view. CD with a view. It's almost like that.
That sounds like a new skill to learn, almost. If you put it like that, like a TV gig.
Yeah, I absolutely mean it positive. You know, it's just a different. You almost used to it, I think. You know, yeah, and of course once a piece starts, you're totally in that music. You're so focused and concentrated.
And then the only thing that matters is that it's beautiful.
Exactly, or rhythmically, or, you know, tight, or, you know, that. Yeah, I mean, the timing in this music is kind of the trick.
So for this concert, all that matters is the moment.
Absolutely, yes. As every concert is. So in that sense, it's the same, totally the same feel for me than playing with audience, live, with the live audience.
So tell me, what's it like being back?
Back?
At a venue, with an orchestra doing a show?
Well, it's very nice to play together with other people, but also this, I miss the audience. Like playing for an audience is a different kind of thing, and I think true jazz needs an interaction with the audience.
Do you think it makes you improvise differently when you're in front of an audience?
For sure, yeah. It has a big influence. I notice now that I stay more conscious. And when you are in front of an audience, you go with the flow or whatever it is. Yeah. But you get into the music and you forget about other stuff and you get more spontaneous. And that is harder to reach when there's no audience.
Right.
So in this period you see how important the audience actually is for the music, that it is really an interaction between the musician and
I'm sure the audience misses us too. Well,
I'm
more
sure.
than me. You don't want me on a stage. But so, you know, this era of live streaming, it's becoming normal. Do you think it'll stay normal?
Well, probably in the lockdown you see all the digital stuff is going faster, so some of it will stay.
Yeah.
But I would like to get back to where we also met in the pub and
a nice festival or something.
Yeah, all close together.
Absolutely.
And that's for me the true jazz.
Thank you so much for joining me for Curtain Calls behind the scenes of Bimhuis with Jazz Orchestra of the Concertgebouw here in beautiful Amsterdam. We've met some great people, we've heard some wonderful stories, and we've learned a thing or two about jazz and about how a big band really works. But let's focus on the important stuff now. Let's go see some jazz.